how many offers do you actually have to make in order to find a deal, right? And this could be like on market or even just direct to seller, right? So, and I think everyone looks for like a magic number, right? But I don't think there is a magic number, right? It's a numbers game, like everything, right? So the more offers you make, the higher the chances are that you will get one accepted, right? So, and I guess this goes for like rehabs and for rentals. And a lot of times the problem is when we make an offer on a house, most people, the sellers, even if they know that their home does need work, they think that it's like, for example, they think that their $150,000 house that's fixed up that needs 30K of work, you can buy it for 120, right? 150 minus the 30. And you have to help them understand that there's no way, right? You got to have them understand the numbers, right? But as far as like how many offers you actually need to make, you need to make a lot. I don't even know. I don't think I've ever tracked how many offers I've made to the properties that I've actually been able to get under contract. The numbers have usually, I think when I first started, the numbers were super, super high. And then as I kind of learned the business more, I guess my offers went down because I knew some of the things to like look for to know if there was enough motivation. And even if there wasn't enough motivation, I always still throw an offer in, even if it is the lowest offer, even if it is the, I don't know, maybe not the most desirable. Well, it's usually the most desirable offer, right? Because we can usually buy these places in cash with no financing and stuff, right? So from that aspect, it's the better offer, right? But yeah, I don't think I've ever figured out how many offers I've made. But I think as you go through, you figure out that, hey, you know what? Even if, first of all, you figure out the deals from the not deals, and even the deals that aren't deals, you learn to be like, all right, maybe this isn't a deal. You know, maybe they'll go with like this guy that's going to pay like 20K more, but he's using hard money, or he's using private money, and maybe something will fall apart, or maybe it doesn't, right? But it never hurts to just have your numbers there. And I've made videos like this before, right? Don't like force the numbers just to make a deal work. That's kind of where this video came from, was an owner showing us, they drove past one of our houses that were rehabbing and they were interested in buying it. And they're like, oh, well, I actually own a house down the street, and would you want to buy it from us? And, you know, like, yeah, sure. We took a look at it, and we were like 30K off. And because of the way he did his numbers, right? He's like, oh, this takes only like 30 to whatever he said, like 30K to rehab. And which for most people, it doesn't take 30K to rehab a whole house, right? It probably takes like 50 to 60 if you're getting your own contractors and not doing the work yourself. If you don't have all the hookups, maybe. If you're going to residential contractors, right? But anyway, that's not the point of the video. But I guess just keep making offers, and I guess the telltale sign is if you're getting too many accepted, then your offers may be too high, or you maybe just went past like a whole bunch of offers that said no, and you're getting into the yeses, right? So just make offers, and just make offers that make sense, right? And be sure you're not too risky, right? You're not too risky you're not too slim on your rehab, and you're not too high on your ARV, right? Because that's usually the problem that you might run into to make a deal work, right? So always make sure there's enough money there, so that way it makes sense, right? For a rental from a cash flow perspective, and from a flip from a ROI perspective, right? So anyway, actually tell me how many deals that, if you can think of it, how many offers you have had to make to get maybe your first deal or get a deal in the recent months, or maybe the recent year. So I'm curious to see how many offers people are making. So let me know in the comments below.